Unless you want your games to go exactly like this, you're gonna want to stick around. The highly anticipated shadow drop of Arc Raiders just happened.
Whoa, stop. So, I made this video back when we all thought Arc Raiders was about to shadow drop, and well, you know how that turned out. But don't worry, I've updated the video. Any big changes since then and I'll flag them as we go. Alrighty, back to the video.
And after 35 hours in the recent tech test, I've compiled the best tips to keep you alive and kicking. Some of these tips might actually help, but none are miracle cures for your terrible reflexes, sorry to say. Now, if you want to avoid pulling a me and accidentally body blocking your friend, listen up. Here's what you need to know. Holster your gun and you're suddenly twice as fast. I'm no scientist, but I think that's what those fancy smart people call aerodynamics. You know, like when birds go faster when they're not holding rifles. Sliding helps you save stamina, especially when you're going downhill. It's like a quick recharge while you move. You don't need a mountain, just any slope will do. Sliding down hills gives you a lot of momentum. Get used to doing it because it helps you traverse the map a lot quicker. Just be careful on roofs though. Standing still regenerates stamina faster. With this perk, walking counts as standing still, so congratulations, your nervous pacing is now meta. You can cancel a slide early by dodge rolling. It's the closest thing to breaking someone's ankles in this game. Time your dodge roll right before landing to roll out of the fall and mitigate all damage, only from certain heights though. Miss a jump? Don't panic, the game automatically grabs ledges to save your sorry ass. Look, I get it, I'm a loot goblin too, but if you're hauling 5 shotguns in a microwave, you're gonna have a bad time. Can't hit what you can't see, and if you're not shoulder swapping, you can't see much. Use it to peek smarter and catch enemies off guard before they even know you're there. Crouching or walking reduces noise significantly. Use it to sneak, flank, and get the jump on your targets, cause nothing says surprise like announcing your position with the subtlety of a fucking freight train. Crouch or walk, genius. Channel your inner John Wick, jump from roofs, catch zip lines, and outmaneuver everyone trying to kill you. Breaching a door or a loot container? If you hear footsteps behind you, just let it go. It actually saves your progress, and your dignity. Use jumps and rolls to evade, but manage your stamina carefully. Running out at the wrong moment can cost you the fight. Climbing is slow and noisy. If you don't want to become an open target, pick your moments carefully. Jumping unarmed allows you to jump a lot further, but mastering it is more about failing spectacularly until you get it right. Unless you want to have the agility of a fridge in an intense PvP fight, drop some weight or prepare to be abused. Shooting's not your only way to deal with enemies. Melee actually ignores shields and takes down arc machines silently. Get to swinging. For some reason, down raiders turn into fucking Elden Ring bosses when you shoot them. Most times it's not worth wasting bullets, knock them out and keep moving. The heavier the shield, the more hits you can take, but they also slow you down. Great if you like being a bullet sponge, less great if you like moving. Better raider augments give you more inventory space, but they also give you less safe pockets. And don't forget, with the more inventory you carry more, so you're also slower. I'm not sure if it's all arc machines, but they drop power cells. I didn't know this until like the last day of the tech test, but you can grab them and actually recharge your shield. They're not as good as a full shield recharge, but they're great in a pinch. They're not just loot, they're a sustainable energy solution. Arc machines die so your shields may live. Bring a second shield for quick swaps instead of recharging. I honestly don't like this and I hope they patch it out. Don't forget you have a flashlight, it's great for night raids, but it also gives away your position. Use it wisely. Standard grenades deal solid damage, especially in tight spaces. If you can bank one into a room or catch a squad off guard, it can wipe them before they even know what hit them. Just don't expect the same result from an impact grenade. They're more of a gentle suggestion than a threat. Smoke grenades are clutch for revives, healing, looting, or dipping out of a bad fight. Throw one to break line of sight and create instant cover. Just be careful, they work both ways. Blaze grenades, gas grenades, stun traps. There's a tool for every situation. Use fire and gas to flush enemies out or to control choke points, and experiment with the rest to find your playstyle. Master the slide and shoot to stay unpredictable. It's a simple move that can throw off your enemy's shot and keep you one step ahead in the fight. I think it's worth always bringing 2 weapons. Switching between weapons is a lot faster than reloading, and that split second can be the difference between living or being back in the lobby arguing with your teammate. Use arc machines like living traps. Draw them in by running past them and let them take out your enemies while you make your escape. If you hear drones triggering or hovering suspiciously around a building, there's a good chance they're tracking a player. Use that to your advantage to get the jump. Like in every PvP game, knowing the map inside and out is key. Finding a quick way to a roof, a sneaky flank, or even an escape route can turn the tide. Stick to cover and planned paths. Open areas are a death trap. Like the cool military people say, if you're not in cover, you better be running to cover. If you're low on health and shield, it's better to bandage first. There's a cooldown on using bandages, and shields don't block all damage. They let some chip damage through. So if you're full shield but low health, you'll drop fast and wonder what the hell happened. Just died and lost your fully upgraded anvil? Ready to scream into a pillow? Don't worry, freeloaders let you jump back in as much as you want. The only catch is you don't really get good weapons and you don't get any safe pockets. To know if an enemy is shielded, listen for electric ricochet sounds. Players flash and make an electric explosion noise when their shields break. If a raider has no shield, it'll be more of a subtle fleshy sound, as well as you'll see blood mist come out. Remember, you don't have to engage in every fight. Don't take ridiculous shots and blow your position. You're not him. Unless you hit the shot, then congratulations, you might be him. Barricades and deployable cover aren't just decoration. They can turn the tide of a battle. Don't be that player that ignores them. Ziplines are your shortcut for high ground. Get up to roofs, catch enemies off guard, and take control of the fight. If you run out of meds, you don't have to always wait until you extract to get health. You can actually craft meds and gear right in the middle of a raid. Super helpful if you've been in more fights than you expected. Check what you've got before you sell. Oftentimes you can recycle it, and the parts they recycle into are worth a lot more. I recommend unlocking the workbenches ASAP, especially the refiner. It's your ticket to crafting the rarer upgrade materials. Don't be like me, realizing 2 days in that you can actually upgrade your stash. The first upgrade is only 5,000, which is basically nothing. Then it jumps to 50,000. And after that, the next 2 upgrades cost 500 premium currency each. And trust me, the stash fills up fast. Don't forget to visit the skill tree. I recommend upgrading your stamina regen and capacity early. It makes a huge difference when you're trying to escape or fight. Upgrading weapons don't actually make your bullets hit harder. Instead, it speeds up things like reloads, handling, and the mag size, letting you shoot more and faster. It also upgrades the look of your gun. Some stuff like dog collars look like junk, but turns out they're needed for upgrades or quests. I try to stash a few of everything just in case. Some absolute legend made a full Arc Raiders Essential Items guide. I'll drop the link in the description if you want to check it out. It'll save you from hoarding a lot of useless crap. I definitely recommend doing quests. They give you gear, XP, and lore, giving you a better idea of what's actually going on in the world, besides shoot robot loot stuff. You don't need to extract with 6 backup pistols. Scrap spares you don't want to extract with. It's a good way to stockpile metal parts, which you'll actually use. If metal parts had a Tinder profile, you'd swipe right every time. They're essential for almost everything you care about. If you want shields, you better be grabbing batteries to craft them. Some stuff might look like common junk, but if it has a diamond icon, it's actually valuable. Keep an eye out. Everything you loot makes a lot of sound. Know the map and these sounds can reveal where players are, but this goes both ways. Don't ignore these field crates. You have to haul them to these special spots on the map to unlock the loot, but be careful, carrying them makes you slow and an easy target. If there's gear you're chasing, wishlist the recipe. The game will highlight materials while you're out looting, saves a ton of the guesswork. If you find a recipe out in the wild, put it in your safe pocket. It unlocks more stuff to craft at the workbenches, and collecting them is way more satisfying than it should be. Don't forget to grab Wasp, Hornet, and Snitch drivers. Also roller burners. They're all essential for workbench upgrades. Never skip red or blue lockers. They're packed with solid loot. I always find recipes, guns, and raider hatch keys from them. I always find cores near the doors that actually unlock them, so make sure you loot around if you find one of those doors. Scrappy's cracked. He gets you basic resources like fabric, metal, and plastic parts, and the occasional rare item every time you go out on a raid. I wouldn't stress too much about grabbing basic materials on each raid. Grab a stack or 2 when you're first starting, and let Scrappy handle the rest. They're way easier to find than you think. For some reason, people in the old world loved hiding weapons in their work desks. Always give them a look before moving on. If you're enjoying the video and the tips so far, it'd mean a lot if you liked the video and subscribed, or I might just keep the rest of the tips to myself. Seriously, go on, I'm waiting. But honestly, thank you. It really helps the channel out a lot. Okay, back to the tips. Pinging stuff is your best friend. Mark enemies, loot, and danger to keep everyone on the same page. Use VoIP to talk your way out of an execution or just to make friends. It works a lot better in solos and duos, but trios tend to get aggressive fast. Also watch out for the occasional liar. Birds flying, alarms blaring, arc machines activating, these environmental sounds can reveal enemy positions. Stay alert. With third person, patience matters a lot in this game. If you charge into a blind corner, they're just gonna pre-fire you. Wait, flank, and catch them off guard. If a fight lasts more than 30 seconds, expect someone to third party, especially in solos. There's always one more lurking to clean up. This is a classic Tarkov saying, but it's true here too. Always expect another player. In solos, not all the time you're just facing other solos. Squads can show up too, so after a kill, always be ready for more. If you get knocked and your squad survives, they can carry your loot and extract it safely, so your stuff's not always lost. You can use defibrillators to revive your teammates quickly, or even a stranger. Great for making unexpected friends. Use the map, it's your best friend for planning, pathing, and not dying like a confused tourist in a war zone. Check the extraction time in the moment you load in. Raids last 30 minutes. Use that info to plan your routes and maybe hit high tier loot zones before anyone else does. Yep, even if you're crawling for your life, you can still extract. Works more often than you'd think, don't give up just yet. Hatches are cheap, quick, safe, and super reliable. Unless they changed this since the last tech test, hatch keys only cost about 6k, so it's worth always bringing one if you can afford it. Extractions have a delay. Don't assume you're safe just because you hit the button. Scout the area, hide, and wait it out. On some maps, like Dam or Spaceport, it's elevators. In Buried City, it's trains. The longer you stay in raid, the more PvE enemies start spawning in. It ramps up over time, so either be ready to fight or plan your exit early. Want to avoid extraction campers and sweaty PvP? If you extract late, most players have already left, so you'll face fewer enemies, but be ready for a desperate few still hanging around. Just don't do it. Okay, let's rip through these PvE enemy tips. I'm no expert and definitely have some gaps in my knowledge, so feel free to expand on this section in the comments. Shoot the blades to bring down wasps quickly. Aim for the back blades, they're not armoured. Snitches call reinforcements, so don't let them. Wait for the fireballs to open up before shooting them. Shoot the yellow canisters on its back and its leg joints. No known weak points, only fear, avoid. Every time I've tried to kill one, they've always run away. Cowards. Weak and annoying, one melee hit or bullet takes them out. Good luck. Melee from underneath or shoot from cover. Shoot the yellow joints under her legs to detach them. When she fires a laser, a canister pops up. Shoot that, if you can. Seriously, don't solo her. 5 anvils and 400 heavy rounds and still didn't kill her. Light ammo is like confetti in PvE. Anvil at lower levels is probably the best answer to most arc units. PvE noises can mask your presence. Use it to sneak up and ambush other players. If you're someone that keeps these on, you're now my enemy. Frames equal life. Prioritize smooth gameplay over fancy graphics. Splitting items is unintuitive, especially on controller. On controller, select the item you want to split with X or A, then split with square or B. For keyboard and mouse, just hold shift and drag. If you want to be competitive, I recommend turning camera shake off. It's subtle, but it messes with your aim. Same thing for controllers, turn off the vibration. This game gets very dark, I recommend turning the brightness up. When I was playing, my friend's internet cut out. Not quickly, for like 10 whole minutes. And even after 10 minutes, he was still able to reconnect. He even turned his PlayStation on and off. You can adjust your gun reticle to feel what's best for you. The world's full of surprises. Take your time and soak it all in. If you're into the Arc Raiders world, definitely dig into the lore. I'm planning to make some lore videos in the future, so keep your eyes out. This is probably the most important tip, but yeah, remember to have fun.
Oh! Help! Help!
It's not often that we get a game that feels this fresh. If after watching this full video and you're still on the fence, I personally couldn't recommend it enough. If you found any of this helpful, I'd love if you subscribed and joined me on my journey. We're approaching 1,000 subscribers fast, which is just crazy to me. Liking and sharing the video tells YouTube it's worth spreading. It helps me out more than you know. Got any tips or tricks I missed? Drop them in the comments. If you made it this far, thank you. You might just be my new favorite person. Putting stuff out like this and having people watch it has been so rewarding. If you're looking for more Arc Raiders content, I recently dropped a full deep dive on its entire 6-year turbulent development cycle. It's one of my favorite videos that I've made and it took me a ton of work. So if you haven't yet, I'd love for you to check it out. That's it. Thanks for watching and take care.